Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the sesh. I'm your host, Raveheart, here as always with my best friend, my co-host, my partner in crime, Taylor Surreal. And we were here to bring you our recap of the Bahrain Grand Prix. But if y'all haven't noticed, something much, much bigger has gone on in the F1 world. And yeah, it needs to be talked about. So, an Aramco oil production facility was attacked by Houthi rebels in Jeddah during, I don't know if it was during FP2 or if it was right before, but yeah, missile attack. And somehow the Grand Prix is still going on. I don't know how they came to that decision, but they have. I just gotta ask, do you think that this should even be going forward at this point?
The moment you told me about this, I was like, damn it. Now the race is canceled. My whole weekend's ruined. And then we were talking about it, and you're like, actually, no. The race is still happening. I could not believe it. Couldn't believe it. I still can't believe it that it's still going on after discussions and team meetings and principal meetings.
4 hours and 20 minutes the drivers were in that hospitality suite.
Nice. Perfect time.
It'd be very funny if 69 people came in and out of the door during
I was
the
going
whole...
to say, only there were 69 people inside. It was extremely chill.
Yeah. But all right, back on track. Yeah, I don't really know what this means. I know like there's definitely questions about the whole thing. Like the BBC, the way they phrased everything definitely made it seem as though the teams or maybe the drivers, I'm not 100% sure, but like would be prevented from leaving the country if they didn't race.
Why is that?
Well, think about it. The Houthis have already embarrassed the Saudis on the world stage. They've conducted an attack less than like 6 miles or less from a track where a world sporting event is taking place. And if this doesn't go forward, their opportunity to sports wash is gone. So it kind of stands to reason that Mohammed Bonesaw and the Saudis wouldn't let the drivers leave the country if they refuse to race.
Jesus.
It's a shitty situation.
And all I know is if I was a driver and missiles struck a site 6 miles from the track that we're racing on, I don't think I'd want to be there.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that. When you're risking death going about your day job anyway, like you don't want to invite any more risk into that.
Right, especially the Saudi Jeddah circuit that's crazy, built last year, very fast.
Yeah, and just full of blind corners, and
yeah,
it was an absolute
sketchy circuit.
It was an absolute shit show a few months ago, and I can't really wrap my head around how they thought that was going to be any different this go round. But
they're like, yeah, we widened 2 or 3 turns by 1 foot.
Yeah, like moved the barriers back a meter. Like, no, that's not gonna fucking change anything.
Yeah. I was stunned to hear that they changed it like a golf course anyways. I was like, what the fuck? I didn't know they did that. But they probably got feedback after that first race and were like, yeah, we need to tweak some things here.
I have a feeling that like there's more that needed to be changed, but in the timeline they were provided that there just wasn't time to get that stuff done.
Probably, if you look at how much time it's been since that race and now, it's like nothing.
Yeah, not long at all. But even with that, like, it's still an absolute shit show.
Yeah. I mean, we'll just have to see, like, moment by moment, hour by hour, what happens.
Yeah.
What changes, what happens with the rebel attack, if further advances are made, etc. Does it get worse? Does it get better? We'll just have to see.
Yeah, it's also a matter of, like, we don't know if this is the last one. They've been like the Houthis have been attacking like Saudi oil installations for 5 days now, more or less.
Right. So
and
yeah,
So this is part of a coordinated campaign that's wider than just the F1 race. But I think the F1 race just ended up being the perfect backdrop for them to really make the Saudis look like shit internationally. Because,
basically,
I mean, they already do. Because, they've been bombing hospitals and weddings and kids. Like, not great. And they're using our planes and bullets to do it.
Great.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe this race could have happened safely had we just, I don't know, asked our government to not keep giving guns to the Saudis. But that's kind of all the more time we should really give that. Like, the drivers are in an untenable situation. So are the team principals. I don't really know what more we can say, but, like, just hope that everybody gets out of there safely.
I got something. How about we stop racing in the Middle East?
Yeah, that would be a great way to avoid all this shit.
How about that? We've been talking about that for a hot second here if you've been watching the channel.
Yep.
And here they go. So now the, F1, FIA, everybody gets a glimpse at what they've been working with now. And
yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to change, but who knows?
We'll see. As ever, we'll see what happens. Hopefully we're not like looking at like a Spa situation where they delay the start of the race for like 5 hours and I have to just sit there watching it like a fucking idiot. But
have to sit there listening to the talking heads. Just we don't know what's going on right now, but there's a person from Ferrari right there. Like, anyways, let's move on.
Yes, let's move on. So to recap last week's Predictors Championship results, we've got Taylor in first place with 15 points.
Not proud though.
Just like Lewis lucked into P3, you lucked into your 15 points. Let's just leave it at that. And
but from Lewis, I just don't like getting points from Lewis, especially unexpected, ridiculous ones like that. But hey, it happened. I'll do better next week or this week.
I am sitting pretty with 5 points in second place. I managed to get Charles Leclerc on the fastest lap, so I didn't pitch a goose egg this week. Thank God.
There we go.
Praise be to Enzo.
Lux.
Yeah, he fucking ran away with it last week.
Showing us what he can do. I love it.
I love the Jedi mind trick with the DRS. Like letting Max get ahead of him going into turn 1.
Oh,
and then,
just so he could DRS.
Yeah, just so, because basically the detection zone for the next DRS zone is right, like kind of halfway through turn 1. So letting Max get just enough ahead of him that he has DRS going into turn 4, and then, bam, just passes him again. Like, that was...
Yeah, he strategically let him pass him at the right time so that he could then retake the position and be clear for the rest of the way.
Yeah, it was masterclass from Leclerc on that one. But, yeah.
The Monegasque himself.
Yeah. Rocking the Richard Mille.
Of course.
Dude, like, how happy do you think him and Carlos were that Richard Mille decided to sponsor Ferrari and they decided to dump Hublot?
Oh, my God. I would have been dancing in the streets. That's like when you're you're a college sports athlete and your team just did the Nike deal or something.
Yeah.
And you're getting, like, all the dopest shit, like, but with watches. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You went from, like, down here to, like, crazy watch game.
Yeah. You went from the bottom of the barrel to, like, one of the best.
You're walking past Mercedes paddock, like, ha ha. Looking
Suck
at
you, IWC. Like, but all right. So this week's picks, I'll go first this time since you went first last time.
Okay, fair.
Poll. I've got Carlos Sainz.
Ooh.
P1, Max Verstappen.
Ooh.
I'm really hoping that Red Bull have gotten their shit figured out in like the last week, but I'm not confident. But after watching Charles in FP2, the damage to his like front wing is just like I'm not expecting a repeat of Monaco last year, but yeah, like there's part of it that's just like I can't get that out of my mind. So I'm going Max P1. I'm going Carlos P2, Leclerc's P3, Checo P4, Bottas, P5.
Yes.
I'm not picking Lewis Hamilton because fuck Lewis Hamilton. That's why.
No. Love it.
Fastest lap. Fuck.
Don't say Lewis Hamilton.
I gotta go Signs.
Signs. I love it. Love hearing these names up in
I'm
the
backing the Spaniard. I don't know if that's gonna work out well for me, but like something tells me that in qualifying, Monsieur Leclerc might end up putting it in the wall again and missing the race. It just kind of feels like he bites off more than he can chew in practice and qualifying, and then tries to like solve it in the race.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
Okay. Pole. I got faith. I got faith this week. I've been reading. I've been watching. I think they figured it out for the most part. I got my boy Mad Max sitting on pole and P1. P2, though, I'm going Leclerc's. Charles Leclerc. His pace was just phenomenal last week. I can't deny it. He was leaps and bounds ahead of everybody else. Has everybody else caught up with their car yet to catch Ferrari? I don't know, but I'm thinking from what I've seen, Red Bull might have made the changes on that bullshit issue that was going on. So I think they're still going to be a strong contender. So I think they're getting pole this time. And I think the Ferraris are going to be a little behind. Leclerc's P2. This is where it gets interesting, though. P3. I think I'm going Lewis Hamilton again. I know. Horrible decision. But it's something in my gut is telling me. P4, I'm going Sainz. P5, Checo. Fastest lap. I'm already going deep with Mad Max. I got to go Max Verstappen, fastest lap. We'll see what happens. Maybe I just killed myself not betting on the Ferraris again, but we'll see. I don't know. That's the final verdict.
Maybe the drivers will end up having their way and shit will end up getting canceled and we won't even have to have this conversation.
And we both get goose eggs.
Yeah.
Great. Even better.
Yeah, I think that does it for this week, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like what we're doing, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and give us your picks. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Until then, adios.